AstroNerdBoy here. It's time for episode 48 of my roster review series.
What's up, Doc?
And we had to switch back to the previous version of BlueStacks because the beta BlueStacks 5 OBS had problems like getting it to record correctly. So, but anyway, that aside, we're at 6.3 million total collection power. So, not bad. And then you see over here, I've got these people in as my offensive arena team. And that's just because we have the nocturnal character requirements to get points. In theory, I should just be able to tank 5 fights, get max points, and, you know, stay roughly right here in rank. But you get some people who must attack to win. I no care about event. So occasionally I do have to put in my Black Order team just to scramble back up just to get to even this level. So it's pretty irritating. But oh well, it is what it is. But if we look last week on my YouTube video, my YouTube page, we'll see that we were at 6.2 million. And oops, don't want this going. So I was staying at a much lower ranking when my Black Order team was offense and defense. There's still defense, but you know, I was basically trying to just tank fights, like I was saying, and you get some people who just don't understand that concept. So, speaking of YouTube, by the way, thank you all so much. All of you who've subscribed. I may actually get to my 1,000 sub goal by the end of the year. So, really excited about that. Keep the subs coming. I really appreciate it. I promised my friend Gresby that I would do a face reveal if, you know, I became a real person on YouTube. And so yeah, I guess I'll keep that promise, even though I'm not that thrilled about showing my ugly mug, but a promise is a promise, right? Anyway, back to the roster review, which is why you're here. You'll notice that the symbiotes are in the lineup. And that's because I'm ticking them up one at a time. I don't want to click on you. So I just, you know, Symbiote Spider-Man was already at 77, I think. But whoever wasn't up there, I've just been slowly ticking them up once a day. I just rotate around. I think I did Anti-Venom today. Probably do Scream tomorrow. I'll get Anti-Venom the next day, Scream again, then they'll all be 77. And I'll just rotate around one a day until I get them leveled up. So, Proxima Midnight is still just star farming her. Merc Lieutenant is still about getting him started up to 7 stars. I don't like giving characters to 7 stars, but unfortunately, I need the gold, and so I need the mercs to be at 7 stars. And he's like, him and Killmonger are the last 2 that I need to get to 7, and I'll have a full 7-star team. And once I get him out, I will probably rotate what's her face from Okoye from the Wakanda team, just so I can get that team up to 7 stars just for the monthly event for the silver and gold promotion credits. But that's where that is. Plus, Merc Lieutenant also fulfills my villains requirement for the dailies, so that's pretty cool. I'm also working on Pimtech. Now, you notice that Wasp and Ant-Man are gone. I've got them up to level 65, gear 12, 664. I'm hoping that'll be enough to get an unlock of a 5-star Jubilee, but we'll see. But of course, I've got to get Yellow Jacket up to 5 stars, so I have been star farming him too. But I've also been leveling them up and gearing them up. So Eventually, though, out of all this team, eventually I want to get Ghost to 80. I'd get her up to bloody gear 14 right now if I could, but man, I mean, because of these pieces are only wallet farmable, you know, it's just been a pain in the butt to get them. So, but we do what we can. But that's where we're at there. So it's been a lot of tech pieces getting the PIM tech going, but you know, it is what it is. So but there you go, as I say. We'll just slowly kind of scroll down. You see, oh my goodness. I just don't want to spend the 500,000 to get him up to, you know, 7 stars. I will once. I tell you what. Sinister 6. Let's look at Sinister 6 real quick. The reason for that is that, you know, there's the Shuri event and the Invisible Woman event. Well, you know, it'd help if I could remember my spelling. So you notice like Mysterio here is, you know, ready for a 6-star. Shocker is ready for a 6-star. So that's $1 million right there. So I just need to get Vulture up and going, and then I'll have a 7-star team to get through. So I haven't been actively farming him though, I will admit. I just there's only so much you can do, but I keep hoping that maybe in the orbs and stuff I get, you know, maybe a big drop out of him. That'd be really cool. That's what happened with Mysterio. I got a nice little drop in last week's orb episode that pushed him over the edge. So, but all right, let's go back into roster and let's check out the save squad. So again, like I said, I got these guys up here because at least at the first slot they can always win. In tier 2 they have a 50-50 shot of losing. It's pretty pathetic. That's how bad the hand is. But no real changes in any here. I mean, PIM, the start tech from mutants is where they're rising up, but otherwise there's been no real change anywhere except for, like I said, mutants and start tech getting powers up. Plus, you know, like the PIM tech team itself, you know, they'll rise up. In fact, you know, they'll pass Sinister 6 at least for a time until we, you know, 7-star the last 3 characters. And then of course we can push her up to 7 stars as well. And then if I can get, you know, like I said, now I don't, for the event, I don't have the ability to farm our guy here, Taskmaster. And I'm not worrying about him. I have like 2 other Merc characters that are already at 7 stars. Or 1 other, sorry. It's, what's his face? From the Deadpool. My brain doesn't want to work. Doing too many hours of late. Well, my brain never wants to work anyway, even when I'm not doing too many hours. The Deadpool would go in here, and then I have 1 more. I don't remember who it is. I have to look, but regardless, I would have a full team of 7-star mercs for the event. So, and again, nothing going on here, nothing going on here, nothing going on here, other than, you know, they're again the start tech for them as well, the Marauders. Now, of course, because I'm I'm leveling these guys up, so their power keeps going up and up, and that's kind of cool. And I finally got the 5th red star on Cole over here, so that was really sweet. So that bumped them up a bit more. And then if I can get her 5th star, or 6th star, sorry, that will, you know, bump them up 1 more. But And of course, I know Silver Surfer is going to come in here and probably wipe them all out, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, even if that changes the arena meta, that's fine. Because, you know, they're still going to beat everyone but Silver Surfer. So they're still going to be an amazing team, even when they're bumped out of the arena meta. So I'm not really worried about that. But that's where we're going for now. So if we go down to Dark Dimension, because I always like to check in on my Dark Dimension 3 progress. Dark Dimension 3 is definitely a rage-inducing mode. I'm often... especially in this global. Now, I'm going a lot faster in the second pass. There's no denying that. But it's still bloody... you know, it's still taking forever and a day. This is the last global node, I believe. Yes, that's Cosmic. So the problem is, these are the 4 or the 5 global people I have. So Phoenix, Colossus, and Ultron were from the first pass, and then these 2 were immediately after finishing the first pass, and I had enough gear. They immediately went up to 14 as well. Which, yay me, right? And they are very good. But this lineup is not ideal. So I'm doing only, like, you know, 5.4, 8.4, 4.4, 3.8, 5.7. I mean... it's probably more than what I was doing before, because it took me actually 28 days to get through this node before. Going through it much faster now. It says 8 attacks. I think the first attack, it doesn't show anymore. It kind of sucks that you can't look at your whole history, even though they have access to it. But I think my first attack here may have been a trash one. But if it was, then, you know, I've only been doing this for 7 days. And, you know, we're kind of approaching halfway. I think I said maybe 14 days I could get through this. We're kind of sort of on track, I think, for 14, maybe 15 days. It just depends. But, yeah, it's still painful. And if you look at what other people used, it was, you know, now this is a... this is kind of an unusual setup. I would not have expected this at all to one-shot it. But, you know, Ghost tends to come up a lot. I mean, Mr. Sinister and Emma Frost, naturally. And then it's the other characters with them. Ghost tends to be another big one. And I'm guessing Captain America for the defense, and then Hawkeye and the tanking to protect the others. I can kind of understand why this probably worked really well. Speed up. You know, they got synergy between Black Widow and Hawkeye, and he's clearing out buffs and putting out blinds, and you know, she's doing the job that I'm having Phoenix do with her stealing all the stuff. So that's why, you know, no one's using Phoenix because they designed the node to be anti-Phoenix, which is why it sucks so bad. But at the time, that was the only thing you had that could get through it. Now then, there are more characters, so yeah, people can one-shot it and stuff. But anyway, that, as they say, is that. So I really do thank everyone for supporting this series. I really appreciate it so much. You all are amazing. Keep those subs coming. Keep the views coming. Give the video a like if you like, and subscribe. Also, there's my anime and manga blog at anime.astronerdboy.com. And we'll have an orb video coming up soon, and we'll talk to you in the next video.